A veteran kicker, Graham Gano, puts it on the tee. And off we go from Buffalo. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now the first carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
And I think this is something we're going to see a lot here tonight. The ability to use this run game to really set the tone coming out here for this offense.
Play action. It's Allen. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Brian Burns, the former Panther, in there for the sack.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we're going to see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
From the gun, Josh Allen. He's got a man downfield. It's Shakir. A gain there of 27 yards.
There's a reason certain guys might just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback?
In motion, Shakir. Allen going to give it to Cook. And he shows off a little footwork, winding his way for a run of 8. Here's 2nd and 2.
56, 56. Half. What's that?
They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
Oh, he tried to fit it back in the middle of the field. Can't do that. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Pinnock. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he has his offense set up in great field position inside the red zone.
So often, Mike, defenders are just happy the ball ends up in his hands, but not this guy. I mean, the catch was one thing. Really got started. I mean, look at this return. He gets one block. He gets another. He's got teammates springing him all over the field. And this offense is lucky this didn't go all the way back for a pick six.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And he's inside the 10, pushing forward for a gain of 5 yards. 3rd down, 3 to go. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And he's going to be brought down on what? They can still pick up a first down here, and they'll line up to go for it on 4th down. They'll try to run.
Little test of wills up front, huh, Mike? I mean, who wanted this one more? Who would get off the line quicker? Who would drive the other side backwards? Pretty impressive that not only are they the ones that won the battle, the defense knew what was coming and still couldn't stop it.
And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Wan'Dale Robinson. Touchdown, New York. And he missed it. That's a rare miss for the veteran. And they're unable to add on the point after. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On play action, Allen. He's going to air this one out looking for Cooper.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Alert! Look out!
Allen will throw. They'll set up the screen to Cook. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
What's that?
On 3rd down, it's Allen. A throw left side, going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jason Pinna. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, once again, this drive, it ends the same way their last one did, walking off the field, following an interception. Now, you're hoping this is more momentary struggle than it is a trend, but as hard as it is to do, they need to get calmed down. They need to reset because their offense cannot operate at a high level if they don't have confidence in this passing game.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Lock to throw. A short one there to Bellinger. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. On the ground, here's Tracy. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the 1st down. Block out of the shotgun. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21. They'll run here with Singletary. Good blocking, and he's in. Devin Singletary. Touchdown, New York. Gano on to add the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Giants extend their advantage to 13-0. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Half 10. Five wide. What is that?
From the shotgun, it's Allen. He keeps it himself. And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end.
Alert!
It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Allen. Open man, that's Amari Cooper. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
The tight end Kincaid in motion.
What's that?
Now Allen on 1st down. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Jason Pinnock.
Innovative energy is contagious. Pick up the paces, one for the ages. Ain't no debating, we gonna make it. Back to the basics, dedicated, breaking out of the matrix. Levitated, flying higher than spaceships. Elevated, celebrated. Woo, woo. I got the power. Woo, woo. I got the power. Hey, you ain't never seen it like this. You ain't never seen it like this. You ain't never seen it like this. Look at me go. rhyme book and read the composition. I can truly give about the competition. I'm in another atmosphere, I'm on another mission. Yeah, you know that boy Logic put pen to page like a petition. You were always switching up your whole position. I can see it in your face like an esthetician. Food for thought, it's the highest caliber nutrition. Everything come out my mouth, that's my own cognition. I got out the hood, then got money in addition. I remember when that boy ain't had no pocket.
Well, the Giants began play all the way back in 1925. And almost 100 years later, this venue was built to house their next era. MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Here's Graham Gano out for the opening kick. And we're off from MetLife. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. He's contained at the line for no gain. Jason Pinnock there on the tackle. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. A play fake now hurts to throw. His first throw is an interception. That's Bobby Okereke. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick six. So on our opening drive, Brock, we've got a big defensive highlight already as the pick six starts off our scoring.
This is a defense who isn't hiding how they're approaching this game. They want to be disruptive. They're unafraid to be aggressive. Can be a risky mentality to have. Boy, can it set a tone early.
Graham Gano to tack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Hurts back to the air after the pick. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Another try following the sack. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Complete beyond the marker. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's a Philadelphia 1st down. Hurts now from the gun. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. One alligator 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Hurts throwing again. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And he's out of bounds. Looks like right at the midfield stripe.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, without routes or in routes, just like that.
3rd and just 2 to go. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Working quickly here. Going to the ground again on 1st. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. On the play fake, it's Hurts. He's on the move. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. They strike for 23 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there, where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Hurts. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles tie this game 7-7. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Locked down. He connects with the rookie from LSU. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. One quarter down for these two. Welcome back. We'll begin this 2nd quarter with the Giants in possession. They're looking at 1st down here. A handoff to Tracy. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They go right back to Tracy. And And take him down right along the 30. Give him 3 on that game. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And the Giants will have a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And he works his way for a gain of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Here's Tracy once more. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Call it 4 yards, and they're set up with a manageable 3rd and 2. So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. The Giants with the football. On the handoff, this is Tracy. And that play is brought to a halt, so they're going to say at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up 1st and goal.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because it's money down and they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a first down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
And he runs into some big bodies, and he's stopped right at the line. The defense calls a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against him. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there.
You know, that's an example right there where you just simply got to be on the same page with each other and get both ends of the play right to execute. They want that one back.
The kick by Gonzalez is good. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Hurts setting up to throw. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it's picked out by the Giants. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. 1 play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
Throwing now, following the turnover. He's got Bellinger. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And he's going nowhere there. Add that to what's been a tough afternoon for him. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Here's Locke. Has it in close. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out. A gain of 5, Brock, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. Tracy will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4. Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break.
A 21-yard attempt.
The kick by Gonzalez is good. And that'll double their lead to 6. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Starting from the 5. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
Lock. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Wow, it has been such a good day offensively for the guys up front. That's actually the first sack by this defense. And now comes the real question mark. Will it lead to more? Or will this offense learn a lesson and get back to the rhythm they've been in protecting?
He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. That's Nolan Smith there for the stop. Defense looking to defend the marker on third down.
Here we go.
Lock to throw it. This is complete to Neighbors. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got 1st and 10 inside the red zone.
Here we go.
Coming left is Tracy. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
I don't know, Kate. I didn't think he had it. That back did. He knew exactly where he had to get for the first down. Pops up right away and signals first down.
And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, New York! The Giants grow the lead coming out of halftime. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell. He's at midfield. He's at the 30. And that is 2 points the other way as he takes the pick the entire way back. So the 2-point call does end up yielding 2 points, but definitely not on the side of the scoreboard that we were expecting.
No, I don't think it's the first thing on the audience mind as they get ready to run it, but it's definitely on the defensive mind to make up for the touchdown they just gave up. They're looking for opportunities to affect the score, and this time they were able to.
And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Carl left Yeti. Carl left Yeti. Don't touch that. Don't touch.
Throwing here, Hurts. Taken in by Smith. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Offense in the hurry up here. Second and 4. This finds Smith. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Offense up to the line fast. Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Along the sideline, Brown brings it in. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Trying again, following the sack. And the big hitter will not be reeled in. That's incomplete, and that would have made for an impressive catch on our... So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Takes the handoff, now to throw. That's incomplete left side. Not on the same page with his tight end. And that brings up 4th and long.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Desperation time here on 4th. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. And that might do it for him, Brock. Doesn't reach the marker as they turn it over on downs here in the 4th.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
From the gun, it's Tracy. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
Ready.
Trying the right side with Tracy. It's a New York touchdown! The Giants can...
Passport stamp, let's do the money dance. Back in, call your friend, now we in friends. International man, tats on my hand. Take a trip with a pilot, I tell you when we land. You know I'm down with the whales, I be by the sand. Sun, yeah, it's blowing in the wind. What you doing? We kung fu and I beat it up. They never heard me on the beat when it's speeded up. 100 racks on the plate, she gon' eat it up. Yeah, I'm all in, like all night. Throw the racks up, make it fall right. And if you take a shot, make sure you hold the ball right. 1-800, yeah, bad, my type. My type, yeah, it's my type. I love the way that she put it all on me. The best things don't come for free. 100 racks, she be dancing. 100 racks, she should take chances. 100 racks, she's in this bed. 100 racks, she can get this all night. All night. All night. You can tell when it's Tokyo, it's all heat. Don't ride in the back, jump in the front seat. By the end of the night, she gon' love me. She don't even know.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Come on, set. Check go.
Here's Christian McCaffrey. His pops was a Giant for 3 years. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Throwing now is Locke. We'll get this into the hands of the wideout from LSU. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Running left is Tracy. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Block now to throw. A short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And it's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one. Here is third down and 4. Here's Locke to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, Giants! Daniel Bellinger, 52 yards. And the Giants will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Purdy now to throw. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. A great effort there. 31 yards. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Powers past him at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. McCaffrey running up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Purdy off the play fake. Open man is Juwan Jennings. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Throwing here, Purdy. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Panther 60, Panther 60, Cowboy 80. Mustang 19.
Now Purdy. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and this will remain a 2-touchdown game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one from 56 yards, you know everything.
Count me in still up.
The broken glass of a bottle makes a jagged rock. Right now I got 2 shaky hands, only one way to stop. And I haven't touched it for 7 hours, 3 minutes. Hardly up, already wanna quit quitting. Sweating in an old church basement, wishing I was. Never thought I'd say this.
Hello, my name's Jason.
And I've been losing myself I've been standing in the rain just trying to stay. I was so ashamed to be in this seat till I met a man who was 20 years. He said everybody here felt the same defeat. Nobody walks through these doors on a winning streak. Hold on, hold on. Hold on, hold on. The broken man in the mirror can't look at me 'cause he's guilty. And I swear that the last couple months that tried to kill me, by the time I saw it coming, it was done with already. It's hard to run from it when it runs in the family. A problem with 1,000 more is causing. Can't